sure, man. You're speaking to Dialogue Cooper and you are Bruce Bvuma, of course. Is it Bavuma or Vuma? Because most of the time people get confused.
How's it, Tylo? It's Bruce Vuma, so the P is silent. So I blame Temba Bavuma for running my surname.
Yeah, because it kind of confuses a lot of people. Man, we're just gonna talk like Mauti. It's nothing big, just me getting to know one of my favorite players. So tell me about who's Bruce, man. Who's Bruce?
Bruce is a boy who grew up in Bramfisher. Luckily, I still have both my parents, and I have 3 siblings. And luckily, I'm the only boy.
Okay.
Grew up in the dusty state of Bramfisher. And to be honest, I never had it easy. It's been a tough journey for me to get to where I am right now. So to cut the story short, Bruce is a very humble boy. Like I said, I grew up in Bramfisher, so yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Man, that's great, man. That's great, man. So when growing up, man, was football always something that you wanted to pursue, or is it something that you just
Of course, football is something that I always wanted to do, because I remember growing up, my father used to tell me that he was a goalkeeper. So when I started playing football, yeah, so when I started playing football, I'll always go back to him and tell him that, hey, Daddy, I played well and stuff. But I started as a center back. So, teams around like townships, sometimes the goalkeepers didn't pitch up and I would go in goal, and play as a goalkeeper. And lucky enough, like most of the time when I played as a goalkeeper, I would go to penalties and say, I'll save penalties. And when I go home, I'll tell my father that, listen, I was a goalkeeper today and stuff. And up until 2009, when I went to Apprentice Academy, I went there to get some forms. And then when I came back home, on the form, because I went to play, I was happy that I'm going to play for like a stable team, So when I got back home, later on position, my father, on position, he wrote goalkeeper. Then I told him, nah, man, look, I'm a defender. And then he didn't, he didn't scratch the goalkeeper. He just put / defender. So when I got to this Apprentice Academy, there were no goalkeepers for the under 14s and they had 6 teams, So that's when they decided to take me as a goalkeeper, and I would play like 6 games, a day. Like I'll start playing at 9 until later on when I go home, So that's when I started playing as a goalkeeper. And then I remember, the following year, which is 2010, I decided to leave. We had some financial problems at home. So I decided to leave and I went back to play Ekasi. And then 2011, I remember playing for my school. There was a tournament called Investec, for Soweto schools. I remember playing that tournament and then I got spotted by Coach Kevin Hunt. He said I should come to Wits. Then I went to Wits. I played there for like 2 years. And then 2014, I remember we played against Chiefs, and that's when they say they want me, And the funny story is that I finished my matric in 2013, so I was supposed to go to school. I said I'll take a gap year, So I joined Chiefs late 2014, and then already they registered me at TUT to go study there, and they took me and stuff. They
I went to TUT, by the way.
Is it? So okay, my parents paid the accommodation.
I did. Yeah.
Oh, so they paid accommodation and everything, and that's when I remember early 2015 when I was supposed to go to school. I told them that, me, I want to take football serious, So, but I was passionate about it, and lucky enough, when I told them that, I want to take football serious, they allowed me. And they supported me, and things started opening up, Like I said, it wasn't easy though, because I didn't have a contract, and they would give me money to travel to training. Sometimes my parents would complain and say they don't have money and stuff because both my sisters were not working, and my younger sister as well was in the picture. She was still at school, so I had it tough. But the coaches here, they believed in me. They gave me money, for transport and stuff. But till 2016, when I started training with the first team, then everything opened up and I got promoted.
Ah man, that's good, man. What did you want to study, by the way?
I wanted to study sport management.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
But that's something that
I mean,
I'm gonna do now.
please, definitely, man. I mean, we all know that football is a very, very. But I think for you guys as keepers, you guys can play up to 70 years, I think. So
70.
it's much better than being an in.
40,
it's
40.
much
Let's say
better
until
than
40.
being. Yeah, 40. Yeah, it's much better than being an infield player.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but again, bruh, doesn't it being a keeper gets lonely at times because you just sit there and you wait.
Nah, for me, I enjoy being a goalkeeper. I enjoy because number one, as a goalkeeper, you have to limit your mistakes because any mistake from the goalkeeper, like 99%, like it goes in. You get blamed and stuff. But I enjoy that pressure. That's what I noticed. And like I said, I started as a defender. So I know how it feels to play infield, even though like it was amateur level, but I enjoy being a goalkeeper, and with all the pressure, I enjoy everything.
Yeah, and one thing that I need to tell you before I forget, I like how vocal you are. Especially during those the games that you played when there were no fans.
Oh yeah, I remember.
There's this game that you guys played. I think it was weighted. I think in Africa. You were vocal. You were shouting at the defenders.
Yeah, man. Like I said, being a goalkeeper, it's a very tough position. So one has to be vocal, and I believe as a goalkeeper, if I communicate better, it makes my job easier, So that's why I had to be vocal, and luckily it worked. Well, they always say that as a goalkeeper you have to be vocal and stuff, So that's something that I learned, and that's something that I've been using, So and it's been working very well for me,
I think most players, I'm sure that if you can go to almost all the players in PSL, as to which team do they want to play for when they were growing up, and there's only one answer, Kaizer Chiefs, surely, and for you. To actually wear that badge, Bruce, bruh. Like to wear that badge every day, Is there pressure that comes with being associated with such a beautiful and a big brand like Kaizer Chiefs?
To be honest, my brother, this badge is very heavy, And of course, growing up, I've watched Kaizer Chiefs, especially the Soweto Derby. I go to the stadiums, with my parents and friends as well. Would watch these games, and also build up to the game. Like during the week at school, we'll always like talk about Kaizer Chiefs and Pirates. Even the week after, we'll always talk about Kaizer Chiefs. And for me to be here right now, I can only thank God for making it possible for me. Yes, and even if absolutely. I get a chance in my next life, to choose a team, I'll definitely choose Kaizer Chiefs.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. There's no other team than Chiefs, bro. Like, this is a beautiful brand, bro. Like, I mean, you guys as Chiefs players, like, you have a huge responsibility. Pella, you guys winning or losing can definitely set my mood. If you guys you play and you lose, then my day's ruined, bro. Like, I don't wanna lie. Like, Chiefs wins and then South Africa is happy.
Of course,
like
of course.
Crime, yeah, fast. Even maybe the petrol, if the season starts and then you guys win, petrol maybe. Petrol will start going down. We don't know. It's another thing. So, bruh, how's the mood right now in camp, bruh? Because I can see that you guys are starting to gel together now. There's this brotherhood that's developing these days within our team.
Yeah, the mood has been okay. It's been great. To be honest, I've been here for like 8 years. I've been here Chiefs for 8 years now. And I've never felt so much connected to the players than I am like this season, So I feel like it's very key, for us as players to gel well and of course, meet up even like outside the field of play, have those team building, I believe it's going to help us going forward. And the mood has been okay, as I said, and we all looking forward to start the season, and making the Amakosi family happy, and hopefully changing the country and getting the petrol prices down. I hope so.
Sure. Maybe even load shedding will stop. Who knows?
You see? See? Most definitely, man.
So, bruh, like, okay. So, are you going for that number 1 Bafana jersey, bruh? Because you have to, man. You have to.
Of course, but first I need to make sure that I cement my place here, Chiefs, and we'll see about the national team, but of course it's something that I want. And growing up, I remember watching Timilen Kun, playing in the World Cup, that also motivated me, to want to play football, and ended up at Chiefs, which is great. And now I'm competing with him, which is great as well. He's been the number 1 goalkeeper for the national team and Chiefs. So I believe if I can cement my place here, I'll have a good chance, to fight for the number 1 spot at the national team. But Ronan has been doing well, to be quite honest. He's been doing very well, for the national team and his team. Velimoto as well has been there, and not only the two that I mentioned, I believe this season we'll see a lot of South African goalkeepers playing, which I believe that's gonna help the country, going for the national team. Going forward. So, of course, I'm looking at it. That's what I want, and definitely working towards it.
Then how do you like keep the healthy competition amongst the keepers? Like how do you keep that brotherhood and at the same time be as competitive as you can?
Yeah, no, before I was even promoted, I thought, like, for example, goalkeepers don't get along that well, but as soon as I got to the first team, I saw that, no, man, as much as they're competing for the same jersey, but they're always together, always making jokes, even when you're playing or you're not playing, you always support each other, so that's something that I learned, since I got to Chiefs, and it's important that, for example, if you're not playing, you need to open your heart and wish whoever is playing well, because at the end of the day, it's not all about me or him, it's about the team, so the team comes first. So we put the team first, and whoever plays on the day, we support in full, and believe that they're gonna do a great job, on the day. So that's how we manage to keep this healthy competition by putting the team first.
So who's the craziest guy in camp, J? The one who Kolama jokes in J. That one guy, he present up the mood. Because when I saw you, you were on that Insta live that you used to do, and then you went to each and every guy and you were like, where's philosophy? Yeah, listen to Bruce. I'm like, listen to this guy.
I'll have to see, like, I was looking for him because I know, like, with him, like, he's a special case. So for me, I'll say Sebonga Gezane is like the craziest guy, like one of the top human beings to be around, and like you'll never get bored when you're around him. There's a lot of things that happen, that I can't even share, but I'll have to say Sebonga Gezane is the one.
It's that guy.
Yes.
And that's great, man. I just want to let you know that we as Amakosi faithful, man, we are behind you, man. We are behind you, especially this season. The effort that the management has been putting behind getting us reunited with you guys. I just want to let you know that we are behind you, man. We're gonna come to the stadium. We're gonna fill it up, and we're gonna be there. We're gonna support you guys, and we need to reclaim our glory days back, man, because we are tired of only 217 fans on our ears every season. No, man, that needs to stop. It needs to stop. We are the biggest team in South Africa, and we need to show that on the field, man.
Yeah, no, of course, man. And even us as players, we are excited that you guys are back. We know how much it means to you, to be back in the stadium, and so we're looking forward to seeing you. And it was nice the other day, like this thing that the team organized, it was very great, that we met up with you guys, took pictures, we spoke and stuff, you know. So we're looking forward to having you back, and I believe you guys are gonna push us to win like almost every game that we play, you know. And like I said, we're looking forward to having you guys back.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And by the way, I see you are married, ne? I hope this doesn't get you in trouble.
No. Of course
I told my girlfriend that I'll be interviewing Bruce. It's like, tell him he's cute. I'm like, I'm fit. What do you mean? I'm like, what do you mean, Mara?
You should also tell her that I'm taken.
Yeah, David, thank you. Show her the ring, please. Show her that you are married.
You see?
Yes, thank you, my brother. Oh man. Yeah, man. I think that's it from me. And unless is there any question that you want to know about me?
I think we covered a lot, man. Where do you come from?
Oh man. Originally from Limpopo, but you know I grew I grew around Diepsloot. I don't know if you know the place.
I know Diepsloot. Where in Limpopo?
Ramphahlele.
Are you far from Rama's place?
Yeah, no, Kizwakasi one le Rama.
I've been there.
Really?
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, Kizwakasi one le Daibra.
Oh, by the way, I'm also from Limpopo, just that I grew up here in Jozi. Limpopo, Tian Kamakor, in Kian.
Oh, in Kian?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never been there, you know.
If you want to go there, go around these times, because December it gets very hot.
Joe, Limpopo feast, Joe. Limpopo feast.
Too much.
Even now in June, I'm sure it's very hot. I mean, it was nice. It was nice knowing you, man. Yeah, and please, just tell the guys to bring some flavor, nyana, next season. We want to see flavor, nyana, there and there.
I don't know. You'll definitely enjoy like our games this season.
Yeah, definitely, man. It was nice knowing you.
All right, thank you so much.
I'm a cozy for life.
Makosi for life.
That is all, folks. If you too want to be part of Ringa Nathi with Vodacom and Kaiser Chiefs, stay connected with KC Mobile and recharge with 29 Rand or more. Danki Kosi, let's go further together with Vodacom.